recording. I'm happy, you're happy. Sounds good, looks good. Oh, squat a little bit.
I'll look at you.
You will look at me.
Excellent.
So, to jump straight into it, I am Sam Schneider, Bad Beard, your host for today's show. We are in the Clutch Control Fan Zone, Road Atlanta, Moto America.
Moto America, baby.
What are we doing and who are you?
First of all, listen, man. It is an absolute honor and pleasure to be here with you, my brother. How long have we known each other?
A decade?
At least.
I mean, it was Sturgis with Ducati.
Sturgis is when we met.
Diablo.
Wait, so I didn't even say I'm Alan Lane.
Hey, this is Alan Lane, guys. Black Moses on my couch.
On the couch, very comfortable.
Yeah, you like
I
it?
feel
AC's
very,
good.
very homey here.
Happy to have you in Atlanta, sir.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here, man. So we are with Moto America, and what we are doing is providing the entertainment, the party in the paddock. Moto America throws phenomenal races, best in the country, top tier, top shelf. So we partnered up to balance that out with the fan engagement and the fan activities, providing the vendors, the musicians, the DJ, the stunt shows, the demo rides.
The ball of death.
The ball of death. Steel balls.
That's it.
Yeah. So, but you know, it's just an absolute amazing, another layer to the amazing culture of motorcycling. We're all in the same community, whether we're racing, whether we're riding, whether we're enthusiasts, fans of what have you, ... So to be a part of the machine, as I call it, it's an incredible thing. I'm very grateful, very grateful.
Well, and I'm equally grateful to be here today, and obviously my background and our backgrounds similar as such. We've always played in motorcycles, but there's so much more to this onion than that.
Absolutely.
And
Multiple layers.
Multiple layers. And so to be able to bring, my talents and what I enjoy into the mix and play with all of our friends accordingly, it's been a hoot so far. Where it goes from here, who knows? But
all the way up.
All the way
All
up.
the way up.
All the way up.
Nothing. We're going up, upward, and onward, man.
So when you jumped in the fan zone side of things, it was
Sure.
kind of when it coincided with Bagger Racing League
Sure,
start.
sure.
So have you guys been growing together? Was that?
To me, what I'm watching and what I'm seeing or observing is the growth across the board, beyond the baggers. I mean, beyond the super bikes and the twin classes. Across the board, it's just going up. I'm not going to say it plateaued. I think that what we're doing is putting more eyes on.
You're normalizing moto racing in America.
That's a great way to put it. And that's for the non-endemic side. You know, you're going to get your race fans. You're going to get your fans who are rooting for their favorite rider. So how do we cross that bridge with the rest of the community? Maybe riders, I mean, the streets are hot. The streets are hot. The back roads are hot. The twisties are hot. But putting everybody in the same place at the same time, that's the goal. And I think that from what I see, I'm on the inside. You could tell me from what you see. But what I'm seeing and observing is the growth. Everybody's at the dance, the music is playing, and we're grooving. We're grooving.
That's it. I see the same, and equally speaking with Jason Kale yesterday, it's exciting to see the new eyes, the new experience. What you guys are doing in the fan zone makes it so if you were, in a wheelchair, if you have no background in motorcycles, there's something for everybody
Absolutely.
to do. And so even me, it's like, Sam, is your show a motorcycle show? And I go, not necessarily.
Right.
But this weekend I get to interview all these great characters from this space. And so it's been a hoot.
I categorize you
Uh-oh.
because, if we have to put you in a box, we don't do boxes because we break out boxes. But I would say you're more of a lifestyle guy. You know, what your podcast, what you are, who you are, you're the Renaissance man, a man of many talents, okay? So with that, it's lifestyle. That's what I see you doing, and I love that. I love what you're doing, man. It's awesome.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, and I think I do align with what lifestyle is, and that's, of all the brands and we get to play with, and it could be apparel, it could be, boots, it could be whatever. We like to look good.
Yeah. It's to look good.
Yeah.
Because we got to look good.
You know what I
baby.
mean?
We
Let's-
got to
hey,
stay
step
handsome.
one.
Stay handsome, man. Stay handsome.
I wasn't gonna bring you into my shame shed. This is my casita.
No, I like that.
You like it?
I like it. No, I'm
So,
telling you, this is nice.
All the elements, you're comfortable, good temperature.
Yeah.
The sun is shining outside, but inside it is a nice 72 degrees.
Now, often weather like this, I'm sweating. I look like a glazed donut. Okay, I said it.
Because you're working hard.
And you know, I'm a hardworking man.
Yeah.
So are you. So are
Yeah.
you. Look at us working hard.
Yeah, not sweating the drop.
No, not a drop. Not
Yeah.
a drop. But
Well, I'm excited to see where this continues to go. And so we're on race 3.
this
Of the
is
series?
race. No, this is race 2. It's weird how you categorize it because if you look at Daytona,
Right.
Daytona is the 200. Okay, obviously, and then you have last week in Texas at Circuit of the Americas, you just had the bagger races. And I'm not going to say that was a one-off, but they conceptually count Road Atlanta as the beginning of. Yeah, it's interesting how they categorize it, but this is the race where everybody's here. Everybody's here. Daytona, just the sport bikes. Coda, baggers.
Yeah.
Here, baggers, super bikes, sport bikes, twins, bop, bop, bop.
Everybody's out to play.
Everybody's here, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's here, so yeah.
And then you're going to be taking it across the country?
We're taking it on the road, man.
Yeah.
We're taking it on the road. Moto America and I have, and Clutch Control have partnered for 6 events for this year, for 2024, and it's their 10th year anniversary. So that's a big thing. That's a big thing. I'm hoping in 25 we can pick up more. So yeah.
Well, and so what's with Moto America, 10 years of doing what it does, I'm learning more and more about, motorcycle racing outside the country. It's people's daily driver. Like, motorcycles are everywhere. It's endemic to every culture and society.
Yes.
Whereas in America, it seems to be more of a niche, a little more of a luxury. And so specific to racing, it's like it's already a small pool.
Yeah.
So then getting eyeballs on the race series.
Absolutely.
Is it an upward trajectory? Like, how does that kind of play out?
And that's what I was speaking about earlier, getting everybody at the same dance with the music
Right.
playing and grooving. So I think what's occurring is you're getting the non-race or the non-athlete, okay, the rider, they're coming here and then they're seeing what's happening on the track. Now, either if they came for the track action, they're seeing what's happening in the paddock. If they came to see the stunt shows or just that side of the life, they're seeing what's happening on the track. So that's how the growth occurs. I'm hoping that some of the riders and enthusiasts or just lifestyle enthusiasts, they come here and maybe they pick up a new rider or a new team that they want to support and they'll start following. That's the growth, getting more people in the seats to support the sport. That's the move.
When it's funny because you go to some of these races before with the super bikes or you name it, it's a lot of just, all the gear all the time guys.
Yeah.
And then now you look around, you see a lot of these guys, no sleeves, half shell helmets.
Yeah, that's part of the struggle, not struggle, the challenge, because as riders, we want everybody to arrive the same way that they left, safe, rubber side down, shiny side up. Anything can happen at any time, and I'm a big proponent of all the gear all the time. I wear leather.
Because you look so good in leather.
Well, thank you, sir.
You know?
Look, I got to tell you this, man. I had someone asked me, how do you stay cool? And I say, look, I have an automatic air conditioner. It's called my throttle hand if I need to pick up a little venting through the leathers. But when I was a kid, I read comic books, okay? So my heroes, in my mind as a kid, all the superheroes wore amazing outfits. Super suits. I wear super suits damn near every day of the week when I'm riding. I get to dress up, protect myself, look good, and be protected. Yeah.
Well, who are you actually wearing currently? What's like your go-to suit?
I'm very happy to announce that I just, you know Heath over at Alpine Stars.
Oh, you're wearing the good stuff.
I'm wearing the great stuff, man.
Yeah.
Alpine Stars, I finally, made it in an official partnership with Alpine Stars, and I couldn't be happier, man.
Yeah.
Couldn't be happier. It's a great family. They really take care of me. And, I was with a brand prior, and they did great. They took such great care of me. But as I've grown and progressed as a brand, as a person, as a rider, it was time to make a move in upward progression.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So when Heath approached me, and Heath has been on me for maybe the last 5 years. Al, you gotta come over, you gotta come over. And they did something really special for me down in Daytona. And I told my wife, I said, babe, I got it. And my wife Stacy, I love her. Love you, babe, love you.
Love you.
She said, babe, make the call. Made the call. talk to Heath, and again, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Well, now he is literally on you because this
Yeah, man.
is one of their new items.
Yeah.
How coincidental.
Yeah.
So you speak about
Coinky Dinky.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So this
Yeah.
is one of Alpine Star's new tech vest, the, what is it, the AirTech 10?
AirTech 3.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, AirTech 3.
And so the technology that they put into these vests, and for those of you that don't know, this technology advanced so much that it used to be like pull strings,
Yeah.
that if you go off your bike and just before impact, it's instantaneous like an airbag. This hugs you like Heath would.
He's
You
a
know
big-
what I mean?
He's a big hugger, man.
Yeah,
But so are we.
hugging,
So are we,
kissing,
though.
yeah,
It works out.
yeah.
But no, it's the technology. It's not cumbersome. You
No.
know, you would think.
You couldn't tell.
Yeah,
I was
it's
wearing a
lightweight.
leather vest.
I mean, it has weight to it. You know that it's
Yeah.
on you, but it does not enable your ability to maneuver on the bike, to just exist. It's a
Yeah.
fantastic piece of technology.
Well, so your background has always been kind of around and in motorcycles.
Yeah.
What was the experience of how did you become the Black Moses?
Okay, so I actually was a late bloomer. I was a late bloomer. I didn't start riding till my early 20s, I was 20 or 21 when I started riding. I have an older brother, and if you've ever seen the movie Bad Boys, so you have Marcus Burnett and what's the other guy? I know it's Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, but Marcus Burnett and the other character.
Wesley Snipes?
No, not Wesley Snipes. He wasn't in Bad Boys. No,
Oh, you said Bad Boys. I was
Boys.
thinking, okay.
Bad Boys. So it's
just put
Marcus
another one
Burnett and Marcus Lowry. It's Burnett and Mike Lowry.
Okay.
Marcus Burnett and Mike Lowry. If you take those two characters and put them together, you have my older brother Greg. He retired corporal with the state police, but he was the adrenaline guy in the family. And so I waited because he gave my mother plenty of heart attacks with his antics and riding. So I waited till I was a little bit older and I said, Greg, I'm ready, let's get it. And he put me on a bike. My first bike was a Nighthawk 750.
Okay.
And I rode that bike, I rode it until it couldn't be ridden anymore.
And this is Philly.
This was in Philly, man.
Yeah.
In Philly. And the Philly culture is amazing. At the time, I call that the golden age of street riding, the urban demographic of riding, that part of the culture. And then I went to work for Araldo Faraci at Fast by Faraci. And Araldo told me, he said, if you work here, you got to ride Italian. Say less.
Okay.
Say less. Can do, will do.
Yeah.
And my first new bike was a Ducati Monster, and that, in for a penny, in for a pound. That's the type of guy I am. And the culture of Ducati, the brand, the lifestyle, and just the performance of the bike itself, for me, it was what I fell in love with. And I've been with Ducati ever since. Currently in the fleet, I have 3. I have a 14 Panigale 1199S, which is my dedicated track bike. I have an 18 Panigale V4S, and I have a 16 X Diavolo S. Actually, and that's when you and I met.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in Sturgis, that whole X Diavolo tour,
Because that was the launch of the bike, right?
that was the launch of the bike.
Yeah, it was like their first cruiser at
Yeah,
Sturgis.
yeah.
So for those of you not in the know, we met down in Denver,
Yeah.
and we toured a couple spots,
Yeah.
and there was all the faces and places, and we did the ride
Yeah.
up to Sturgis.
Yeah. And there was that one big ride we went up to Rushmore.
Yep.
And that was a fantastic ride. I got to tell you, the only other time that I had been to Sturgis prior to that,
Okay.
I was with Alonzo Bowden. Alonzo Bowden, the comedian,
Oh, okay.
phenomenal guy. He's a very dear friend of mine. He rides. I mean, he really rides. We rode up to Rushmore, and we were the only 2 brothers on the mountain. And so someone had asked, oh, what are you guys doing up here? Just, you enjoying yourselves. Alonzo goes, and it's non-political, but Alonzo goes, oh yeah, we're just looking to see where we're going to put Obama's face. And I looked at, I said, Alonzo, bro, we got to get down the mountain. Like, what are you doing? But it was funny the way he said it. And yeah, that was an experience. But I've always had a good time at Sturgis. I've always found that event to be very welcoming. It has a stain on it. And I understand maybe in prior years, prior decades, the stain that might have been associated with that
There's the
event.
stigma that motorcycles seem to carry with it at times, where it's
Yeah.
like, we're not all club guys.
Right.
We're not all out to cut you off in traffic.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, we're just trying to be knees in the breeze.
That's all. Knees in the breeze,
Smiles
baby.
for miles, man.
Smiles. Look, the one time in Sturgis, a woman came up to me and asked me, could she get a picture with me? I have no idea who she thought I was. But clearly she thought I
Wesley
was
Snipes.
someone,
It was
Wesley
him.
Snipes, or a football player
Yeah.
or whatever. And so I'm like, sure. And she's like, my husband's going to take the picture, and he wants to take a picture with me as well. And I'm thinking, you know what? This is great.
Yeah.
This is great.
Something
So,
to it.
and regardless of if they thought I was, regardless of the intent, the vibration was positive and welcoming, and it was great, man. It was great. And that's what's wonderful about our culture, is that if you can look past, first of all, if you got a helmet on and you're geared up, you don't know who anybody is,
Yeah.
but you know that they're a rider. And so that automatically unites you. There's a kindred spirit right there. And so when you get past anything else beyond that, it's like, hey, I'm a rider, you're a rider. It's us versus them. If we're against anybody, it's us versus them. If we're against anyone. But yeah, man, the motorcycle global community has been nothing but wonderful for me. I've traveled the world. I've ridden motorcycles in places that I would never have thought of riding. Spain, Italy, it's phenomenal, man. This culture of ours, man. it's
When
awesome.
so you, similar to me, wear many hats and
Yeah.
and spin many plates. It's the culture that keeps
spinning my
bringing-
plates.
Hey, so to be bringing you back in different ways, like the Moto America tour will end, but
Sure.
Alan Lane will continue in several directions.
Yeah.
So what else do you have hands in? What else is catching your eye right now?
Well, I do publish a few magazines.
Right.
I have Sport Bike Sync magazine, which is a moto lifestyle publication. SportBikeSyncMag.com.
Which I've shot for. See the spread on page 69.
Holla at your guy. So and that's a wonderful thing. I launched that in 2010, and that's been going really strong, doing very well. So thank you for all the readers and viewers of the
I
site.
just
Thank
saw
you.
Jose post something.
Yeah.
That looked great.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that was killer.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Jose's a good guy, man. He's doing great things over at MV too. He's doing really great things. So there's that. I have two other publications. One's more of a lifestyle regional Philadelphia magazine called Dosage, and then I just launched a Club for Man site, which is a curated site with things that I want to see. So that's guns, whiskey, cigars, tech, tactical, bikes, stuff that I would like to see. So
Well, I mean, that's my show too. Like
Yeah.
the people I have on, I try to keep it consistent to just people I am curious and want to meet and talk to and learn about. So similar as such, we'll get the tactical gun guys on.
Yeah.
I had a SWAT team member that's been. Yeah.
who was it?
Leon. He was out of Memphis, I want to say.
Okay. He
and
probably
we-
had some great stories, didn't he?
He did, and we spent some time at the range too.
Awesome.
So
I saw that video, man.
quick mag change,
Yeah,
man.
it was
Look
awesome.
out.
That was
Yeah.
great, man. That was great, man.
But it's been fun, and equally as I continue to expand this brand, I see it always playing in the world of Black Moses and all the ways that we get to continue to cross paths.
Yeah, man.
So I do know that we just talked earlier about Alabama next on the
Yes.
docket.
Yeah.
And
For Barber, yeah.
Barber, if I can make it that way, I will. But all things considered, I'm really impressed with what you guys have done so far.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
man.
then
Thank you.
meeting all the players over here at
Yeah,
Moto America.
yeah.
Hopefully, we'll have them on the couch. They
Yeah.
can give us a little bit of their background.
For
but
sure.
I'm just trying to find real people to have real conversations that I think are interesting, that my friends and followers will
Absolutely.
enjoy.
Well, bro, you're doing it. I gotta tell you, man. It's awesome to watch you move because you are an entertaining soul. I think it's just your nature to entertain and you inspire. So, like every time I see you, it's just like it's like seeing a bro, man, and it's awesome. It warms my heart.
Hey, real sees real. You know what I'm saying?
Game recognizes game, you
That's
know.
it,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm super excited I was able to have you on. I'm glad to be in your
Yeah.
home, the Fan Zone,
Yeah,
and
man.
hopefully I will be again. At which point I would naturally have you back on the couch.
Say less. It's done.
You know
We'll
what I
do it.
mean?
We'll make
All
sure
right.
we do
Well, I
it.
appreciate your time, and this is now your time that you get to to your camera or the wide camera, what do people need to know about you, where to find you, and then what to see coming up?
Sure. You can follow me on Instagram at Mr. Alan Lane Official. You can please check out sportbikesinc.mag.com. Yeah, and other than that, make sure if there is a Moto America clutch control event in your town, check the schedule on motoamerica.com. Come holler at us. We're a good time. I promise, we're a good time.
It's gonna be fun, guys.
It's a good time.
All right, man. Well, that's it.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you. Get up here.
Much
get
love.
Yeah.
Much love.
Cool. That was it.
Was that all right?
That was everything it needed to be.
Awesome.